Brian Nickelback at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. We will get the starting lineups here, and those are brought to you by Stubbs. Sports fans, when you're traveling, you need one stop that has it all on I-76. Take exit 66A in Wiggins at Stubbs. So the starting lineup, see who the fourth one was. I did not, number 34, I believe. But anyway, the starters are going to be Soraya Gaonia, a junior, and it will be a sophomore, Delaney Reuter. Check on some of those. It seems like they're, and along with Courtney Steinkamp. Courtney Steinkamp I have as a junior, so we'll go with that. And Olivia Melman, and I did not see who the other one was. We'll get that as we go on. For the Fort Morgan Mustangs, starting lineup is going to be junior Kiera Jimenez, junior Lauren Swetzik, junior Ava Taylor, along with junior Charlotte Marquez and freshman Lexi Meyer. Lexi Meyer is leading the Mustangs in scoring as far as points per game, and she is at 7. So we will see number 33 is going to be Reagan Lopez is the last one. She is a junior for the Eaton Reds. So Steinkamp and Taylor to jumping off here to start the game, and it is going to be one and finally controlled. Almost went out of bounds, but controlled by the Eaton Reds. Over on the far side, going to drive that baseline and going to be tipped out of bounds. Let's see, one of them initially said it was that it was Fort Morgan ball, but it was clearly knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Steinkamp drives it, and her shot is going to be blocked by Ava Taylor. Mustangs get the ball up court quickly. And then Marquez is going to be called for the travel. So first turnover goes to the Mustangs as the Eaton Reds get the ball in the back court. Steinkamp into the front court. Steinkamp gets it back. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but she is going to be fouled on the shot. And it looks like that's going to be Lauren Swetzik. It'll be her first, team first. First free throw is up and good for Steinkamp. See what she's been averaging on the year as far as free throws. That one's up and good right now. She's at 100% for the night. Steinkamp is at 78%. She is 92 of 122. So she's been at the free throw line a number of times in this basketball season. Lexi Meyer into the front court, going to drive it down. Little layup is going to be up and no good. Little contact at the baseline, but nothing called. And that is going to be rebounded twice by Kiera Jimenez. Nice strong move by Jimenez. Swetzik from the right baseline. Shot is going to be up and no good. But at the bucket is going to be Kiera Jimenez with her third rebound. And the putback is up and good. Tie it up at 2. Steinkamp at the right elbow. Up and good for Steinkamp. She's already got 4. So they're going to have to get a hand in her face. Mustangs facing the full court pressure here by Eaton. 6:31 to go here, opening quarter. 4-2 Reds. Lexi Meyer off to Swetzik. Swetzik to Taylor at the free throw line. Drives it into the lane. Kicks it back out to Swetzik. Meyer now being bumped out front. Gets it off to Marquez. Marquez drives it down the right side. He's going to hand it off to Swetzik at the free throw line. Picks it up back to Marquez. Marquez for a 3 off the back rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gaonia. Steinkamp for a 3, and that is up and good. So far it's Steinkamp 7 and the Mustangs 2. They have to come out and get a hand in her face. Little bodying going on. Nice block by Charlotte Marquez. Marquez out at the point being guarded by Galen, and that ball is going to be tipped away. Layup is going to be up and good. 9-2. A quick timeout is going to be taken by head coach Jamie Stringham. Looks like it's just going to be a 30-second timeout. But the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs, their head coach is Jamie Stringham, assisted by Jeff Taylor and the JV coach Lance Farmer. Eaton head coach is Chris Love, and he is assisted by Sam Patak, Danielle Lawhead, and Emily Kinesfather. But already 9-2. Kiera Jimenez with the only bucket for the Lady Mustangs. So 2 free throws, 2 2-points, and 1 triple for Courtney Steinkamp. To start it off, Eaton's already backed off. We're going to pick him up at half court. Steinkamp out at the point. She's going to give it off to Meyer, and that ball is going to be tipped away from Meyer, and layup is going to be no good, but she gets her own rebound, and then she's going to be fouled at the bucket. They're going to call that one on Lauren Swetzik. That will be her second. First one is up and good. Melina Richards comes in for Lauren Swetzik. 10-2, up and good once again for Steinkamp. Full court pressure after the basket. 11-2. Lexi Meyer. Ball is tipped and going to be taken away by the Eaton Reds. Steinkamp from the free throw line, up and good. I'm not going to have enough room here in this. She keeps scoring at this point. 13-2. All from Courtney Steinkamp. A lot of hand checking going on. Usually they call that. A lot of reaching, nothing being called there. They finally blew their whistle. And that's going to be on Reagan Lopez. That will be her first, team first. Mustangs will inbounds near court with Richards. Gets it into Taylor, going to give it back to Richards and drive it down. Loses the ball, and it's going to be taken away, but then the Reds will be called for the travel. So the Mustangs will inbounds right baseline of their basket. Lexi Meyer to inbounds. 4:30 left here, opening quarter, 13-2. Eaton. All courtesy of Courtney Steinkamp. Little jumper is going to be up and no good. Little bump underneath, but nothing called. Charlotte Marquez with the rebound. She's going to get it back from Taylor, and layup is going to be up and good by Charlotte Marquez, and then she was fouled. And that foul is going to go on Reagan Lopez. That will be her second. So Charlotte Marquez with the bucket, and she'll go to the line to shoot the and one. Free throw bounces around and no good. Going to be rebounded by Steinkamp. Steinkamp underneath. Layup is going to be up and good, and then it's going to be Madison Brown. Harley Forster has also come into the game for the Reds. Hand off to Marquez. Meyer for a three from the corner, up and misses everything. Richards, though, with the rebound. Marquez back out front to Kiera Jimenez. Underneath to Taylor. Layup is going to be up and come up short. And a tie-up is going to be called. That should be possession to the Mustangs, and is. So they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Lexi Meyer to trigger it in for the Mustangs. 3:30 left here, 15-4 Reds. Bounce pass to Richards. That ball is going to be stripped away and taken by the Reds. Guyona layup is going to be up and no good. Tipped around and finally going to be a tie up underneath, and that will be possession to the Eaton Reds. They will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Got it in, and it's going to be stolen. Nice job there by Charlotte Marquez to get in the way of that pass. She's going to drive it down now. That ball is Richards is going to keep it. Nice job by Melina Richards. Kiera Jimenez to the basket. Her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds. So the Mustangs will retain possession. Lexi Meyer to inbounds for the Mustangs. Right baseline of their basket. Get it into Marquez into the right corner. Picks up her dribble. Kiera Jimenez, little turnaround. Ava Taylor with the layup or the rebound. Could not come down with the bucket though. Quickly down court. A three from the corner is going to be no good. Going to be rebounded by Taylor. She hands it off to Marquez. 2:40 to go here. 15-4. Reds. Steinkamp with 13 of those points. They got to get rid of the ball, or it's going to be a 3-second or a 5-second call. But she finally did dish it off back to Taylor out at the point, just out above the three-point line. Excuse me. Melina Richards tries to drive it in, get off to Meyer from the three, and that is going to be up and no good. And they are going to call Kiera Jimenez over the back for the foul. So that will be her first, team second. Team third, excuse me. Lauren Swetzik has the two. Yelena Ramirez comes in along with Brooklyn Coffin for the Lady Mustangs. Kiera Jimenez takes a seat. Charlotte Marquez takes a seat. A three from straight on is up and good. Steinkamp is, yes, they call that unconscious. That is crazy. Couple of threes, 4 free throws, couple of 2 buckets. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Mustangs will retain possession. They will inbounds to Yelena. A little turnaround up and good. Nice looking move there by Yelena Ramirez. Steinkamp's pass is going to be tipped, and the Reds will keep it. Into the corner is going to be Guyona, and that is shot is up and going to be no good. Going to be rebounded by Coffin. And then taken away by the Reds. Layup is going to be up and good. And that is going to be Harley Forster with her first bucket of the night. Meyer into the front court. Mustangs down 14, 20-6. Shot is going to be up and rolls out. Going to be rebounded to Guyona. And then a foul is going to be called on Yelena Ramirez. That will be her first, team fourth. Minute 10 left here in the opening quarter, 20-6 Eaton. Eaton on the year is averaging 54.6. They did put 73 on the Mustangs at Eaton earlier this year, and now a foul is going to be called. That will be on Brooklyn Coffin. So Brooklyn Coffin with her first. So going to the line is going to be Soraya Guyona. She's shooting 59%, 24 of 41 from the free throw line. That is up and good for her. So far, the Reds are 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. 21-6 with a minute 2 left here in opening quarter from Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. That one is also up and good. Full court pressure still by the Reds, 22-6. Under a minute to go here. Meyer's going to drive it all the way down. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but she is going to go to the line to shoot too, as she was fouled on the shot. And that will be on Harley Forster. That will be her first, team third. But Lexi Meyer will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good for Meyer. Meyer on the year is shooting at 66%, 23 of 35. Next one is also up and good for Lexi. 2 points on the night for Meyer. 53 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Guyona is going to drive it down over into the corner. Going to step back for the 3, and that is going to be well short. That's going to be taken down by Brooklyn Coffin. That will be her second rebound unofficially. She's going to drive it all the way down. Give it off to Yelena Ramirez. Yelena back to Coffin. Yelena at the baseline, and she is going to have it taken away by Steinkamp. Steinkamp into the lane. Little turnaround jumper is going to be up and good. 24-8, 15 seconds left here in the opening period. Lexi Meyer gets it off to Taylor, back to Meyer out at the high point. Meyer's going to drive it all the way down. Her shot is over the rim and out of bounds off of the Mustangs. So it will be Madison Brown to inbounds for the Eaton Reds. Up 24-8, and that shot is going to come up well short. So quarter number 1 comes to an end as the Lady Eaton Reds are all over the Lady Mustangs here. 24-8 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs take possession here in quarter number 2. Trailing 24-8. Courtney Steinkamp with 18 in that opening quarter. Off to Melina Richards. That ball is going to be taken away by Steinkamp. She's going to pull it up over on the far side now to Guyona. Up top to Forster. And then a travel is going to be called on Madison Brown. So that will be the Reds' third turnover here in the contest. Mustangs with 8 in that first quarter. Marquez into the front court to Yelena Ramirez. Bounce pass, and finally to Richards. Her shot is going to be blocked, and tie-up is going to be called. Nice job there by Brooklyn Coffin, but that will go to the Eaton Reds. The first quarter was brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. Guyona on the near side to Forrester. Back off to Steinkamp out at the point. She's going to drive it down into the lane, over into the far corner, and that shot is going to be up and off the back of the rim. No good. Going to be rebounded by Marquez. Marquez bounce pass to Coffin. Oh, that's not a good pass, but it was knocked out of bounds by Guyona. So Mustangs will retain possession as they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. 6:57 to go here in the second quarter. Reds lead at 24-8. Little jumper from the side is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Steinkamp. Baseball type pass, and nice job there by Brooklyn Coffin to knock it out of bounds to prevent the layup. So Lauren Swetzik will come in for Coffin. Lob it into Steinkamp. Ball is knocked away. Steinkamp retains it. She's going to drive it in, and then a reach foul is going to be called. We'll see if that's going to be on Swetzik after she just came in, or if it's going to be on Melina Richards. Wow, she just came back into the game and got her third. Lauren Swetzik with foul number 3, but it wasn't on the floor. Ball into Steinkamp. She's in the lane. Keeps that dribble alive. Into the corner for Forrester, and that is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Charlotte Marquez. Unofficially her third. Yelena Ramirez into the lane. Underneath to Melina Rich. Oh, come up short. Little jumper there. She short-armed it there. Harley Forrester with the rebound. Forrester now on the far side. She drives it in now up top, and that 3 is going to be up and no good by by Madison Brown. Yelena Ramirez with the rebound off to Lauren Swetsik as she gets it up into the front court. 5:54. A reach foul is going to be called, and that will be on Courtney Steinkamp. It's about the only thing she's done wrong. I have her with three rebounds and 18 points so far. Yelena Ramirez comes out. Kiera Jimenez back into the game for the Mustangs. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Steinkamp. The Mustangs will try it again on the far side. Into Marquez. Marquez being guarded out front there by Hayden Anand. Taylor looks to get it to Marquez, does in the corner. Marquez drives it, going to be short, and it's going to be off of Eaton and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will retain possession as they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Get it into Jimenez in the corner. Ava Taylor in, little turnaround jumper is going to be up and good for Ava Taylor, her first bucket of the night. Quickly down court and through the hands of Hayden Anand. So turnover number 4 for the Eaton Reds. Reds have backed off on the full court pressure. Seems like they only press after a basket. Bounce pass back to Swetsik over on the far side, up top to Coffin. Cutting is going to be Marquez, going to come up short, and that rebound is going to go to Reagan Lopez. Guyona all the way down. She's going to pull it back out. Oh. That was kind of strange. I didn't know she had stood back up, but ended up dropping her, dribbling the ball again. Taylor was there to pressure her, but that was kind of a weird thing that she did there. Anyway, 24-10 underneath the Marquez on the break, and comes up short. Going to be rebounded by Reagan Lopez. Mustangs, Marquez tries to get it, but it's going to be into the hands of Steinkamp. She's going to go to over here on the near side, and that's going to be Guyona for 3. 27-10 Eaton. Far side to Coffin. Bounce back pass to Coffin. Could not control it. Back to Marquette, or to Swetsik, excuse me. Now Brooklyn Coffin into the lane. Off to Taylor out at the point. Swetsik with a jumper from the side. Going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Steinkamp. Steinkamp's going to drive it all the way down. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Brooklyn Coffin, unofficially her 3rd. Ava Taylor still wanting to pressure. I can hear the coach talking. Shot is going to be up and no good by Kiera Jimenez, but she was fouled on the shot. So the foul will go on Hayden Anand. That is her first. So Kiera Jimenez will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. Lexi Meyer in for Swetsik. And Lena Richards in for Brooklyn Coffin. Kiera Jimenez on the year, only at 39%. She hasn't been there a lot, 7 of 18. She just drained that one. Next one is also up and good for Jimenez. Yeah, finally got the point up. They had only given her the 1 free throw. Foul at the other end by the Mustangs. That will be on Marquez. That will be her first. That will send Delaney Reuter to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and out. That's the first miss of the night from the free throw line. She is shooting, well, she's only been there twice. 2 for 2. Made both of those. Missed the first, made the second, excuse me. Mustangs to Meyer. Jimenez to Taylor at the 3-point line. She's going to get it off to Richards. She's going to drive it down. Richards shot is going to be blocked, looking for the foul. And then there's going to be a reach foul on Marquez. That would be her second. Third team foul on the Mustangs, just 2 on the Reds here in quarter number 2. Finally, the Mustangs putting a little pressure on Steinkamp. They're running like a 2-3 or 2-3 zone defense. And then a foul is going to be called on Melina Richards. That will be her first. So Courtney Steinkamp to go to the line to shoot 2. First one rims out. Next one up and good for Steinkamp. 19 points on the night for Courtney Steinkamp. 29-12, 3 minutes to go here, opening half. Mustangs had it poked away. Marquez retrieves it. A little wild here. The Mustangs get it back to Marquez. To Jimenez, to Taylor in the free throw lane. Richards going to drive it in. Her shot is going to be up and rolls out the far side. We can't get a call underneath. And they're going to say it was off of the Mustangs stepped on the end line. So possession to the Eaton Reds as they lead at 29-12. Steinkamp off to Brown. Brown's going to drive it down. The shot is going to be up and no good. The ball is going to be tipped around and taken by Richards. Unofficially her second. Rebound. Marquez bodied out there a little bit. Nothing called. Taylor on the near side. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Anand. Mustangs will retain possession. They will inbound just in front of the Reds bench. Get it into Taylor. One dribble. Now to Richards. Left elbow up and no good. Ball is going to be taken and shot is going to be up and no good by Kiera Jimenez, her fourth. A tie up, and that will belong to the Mustangs, down 29-12. There we go. Eaton was standing outside there. I was looking at the arrow here, so pointing towards the Mustangs. So Lexi Meyer to inbounds for the Mustangs. Got to get it in, got to get it in. They do it to Taylor over in the far corner. Marquez keeps the dribble alive, got to run it down in the corner. Now back out to Taylor. Left wing, and that ball almost got by Meyer into the hands of Marquez. Back to Taylor. They look for that cutter, nothing there that time. Lexi Meyer all the way down. Layup is going to be up and good. Lexi Meyer with her first bucket of the night with 4 points. Steinkamp over on the far side, back up top. Steinkamp for 3, and that is going to be in and out. She's cooled off here a little bit. And then Lexi Meyer with the rebound, and then she was fouled. And that will be on Delaney Reuter. Only 3 team fouls so far on the Reds, so Mustangs will not be shooting free throws yet. Brooklyn Coffin ready to come in at the next dead ball. Ball is going to be stripped and taken away from Marquez into the hands of Reuter. And they were trying to get a timeout called. I guess they did finally get a timeout called. Should have had a jump. Should have had it. By the time they called the timeout, they looked like they already should have had the tie-up called, but it would have been to the Reds anyway. So, but the only positive thing here is the Mustangs have done a good job here defensively. They've only allowed 5 points in this second quarter, and they have scored 6. So defensively, the Mustangs have stepped it up here. They're allowing 46.6 points. That's the Eaton. Mustangs are allowing 35.4 points a game. for the opposition. Reds will inbounds left baseline of their basket once they get everybody set up. Oh, Steinkamp was open for a minute. That three is going to be up and no good by Reuter. Ball is going to be tipped away onto the far side. Going to drive it in. Going to be blocked. Oh, it looked like a good block, but I think they're going to call Taylor with a foul. So Ava Taylor with her first. So that will send Madison Brown to the line to shoot two. 53.8 seconds to go. That one bounces off the rim and is no good. Brown is only shooting at 30%, 8 of 27. That one is off the back rim and no good. And I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if somebody entered the lane too soon. But she will get a shot. And that's up and falls through for Madison Brown, her third point of the game. Oh, Mustangs are going to throw it away down here. They tried to get it in and off the hands of Brooklyn Coffin and out of bounds. The Reds will inbounds far sideline in the front court. Get it into Steinkamp. She's going to drive it all the way down. Layup is going to be up and good for Courtney Steinkamp. 21 points on the night for Steinkamp. 40 seconds to go. Ball is kicked out of bounds far side by the Reds. Mustangs will inbounds mid-court. Got to move, got to move. They finally get it into Taylor. She's going to get it back to Marquez on that left side. Picks it up. Taylor out at the three-point line. Back to Marquez. She's going to drive that baseline, and shot is going to be, pass actually is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Reds. So the Mustangs will retain possession with 27.8 seconds to go. Second quarter. Right baseline. They try to get it. They do get it in. That shot is going to be blocked by Steinkamp. And then a foul is going to be called. I believe that looked like a pretty good block by Steinkamp. They're going to call her for the foul, I'm sure. No, it's going to be Hayden Annan. That will be her second. I believe that is Kiera Jimenez at the line. Free throw is up and good. 3 of 3 from the free throw line for Kiera Jimenez. 24.5 seconds, 32-15. Steinkamp hustles it up into the front court. Mustangs look for defense. 3 from the right side is going to be off the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded by Ava Taylor, unofficially her third. 12 seconds. See if the Mustangs can get a shot off here. 9 seconds. Ball is going to be off of the Reds and out of bounds. The Mustangs will inbounds mid front court. Far side. Get it into Taylor. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. On the near side to Meyer. Meyer's going to drive it down. Little shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Reagan Lopez. So that is how the first half will come to an end. The Lady Reds leading your Lady Mustangs 32-16 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. The halftime festivities are still going on. I have just over a minute left here in the halftime. The Reds lead it by a count of 32-16. As far as what is left on the schedule for the Mustangs, they will be home to University on Thursday. And then Weld Central on the 11th will also be here. And then they will finish the season on the last 2 games on the road at Valley on Friday the 13th. And then Tuesday the 17th at Sterling. So once they get through this Eaton and University game, the Mustang will should get a couple of wins with Weld Central and Valley, then be back against the Sterling Tigers. As far as standings in the Patriot 4A Patriot League, University at 4-1. Sterling is number 2 at 4-1. Eaton number 3, 4-1. Fort Morgan is 4th at 2-3. Weld Central is 5th at 1-4, and Valley is 0-5. They are 6th in the league. As far as the rankings are concerned, as far as league teams, University is number 2, Sterling is number 4, Eaton is 11th, Fort Morgan is 28th, and they're going to get started here, and that first shot is going to be up and good by Soraya Gayona. Hope I pronounced that halfway correct. Mustangs in the far end, and that will be a tie-up that will remain with the Mustangs. Swetzig 2 inbounds, left baseline of their basket. Swetzig back in there with the 3 fouls. Marquez back underneath to Lexi Meyer. Meyer, little turnaround hook is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Guyona. And then I'm going to call an offensive foul on Guyona. Led with her right arm there a little bit to clear out Marquez. Now a 3, and that is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Guyona. Unofficially her 4th. It should be off of Guyona. Oh, it looked like she hit it last, but they're going to give it to the Reds. They do get it into Steinkamp in the lane. She's going to work it down, and shot is going to be up. Off the backboard and good for Steinkamp. Lexi Meyer all the way down, and she is going to be fouled on the drive, so no shots. I believe that is going to be on Reagan Lopez. Be her 3rd. The Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. Need to get it in. Due to Meyer. Meyer dribbles, gives it up to Marquez, kicks it out to Jimenez, and her shot comes up short, rebounded by Guyona. She's going to drive it all the way down, and she's going to be fouled on the shot. So she will go to the line to shoot 2. And that will be on Kiera Jimenez. That will be her 2nd. So Guyona to shoot 2. She made 2 in the first quarter. First one is up and good. She gets it back from the ref. Second shot is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded. Strong rebound there by Steinkamp. That is unofficially her 5th. Now a foul is going to be called. If that's going to be, that will be on Lauren Swetzig. That will be her 4th. And she will come out. Melina Richards will relieve her. 37-16 Eaton Reds. They get the ball in, and they're going to get it down low to Steinkamp. Try to double team her, and now the foul is going to be called. Every time she goes up with it, they try to block her. They're calling the foul. And shot foul is going to go on Lexi Meyer. That will be her 1st. So Steinkamp back to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. She is 6 of 7 from the free throw line so far here tonight. She will shoot number 2, and that is up and also good. Full court pressure by the Reds, 39-16. They get it in, and that ball is going to be promptly turned over through the hands of Richards. Guyona, going to drive it in. They're going to call her for the travel before she dribbled to go down the lane. So 6 turnovers unofficially by the Eaton Reds. The Mustangs sit at 13. Into the hands of Richards. Richards' left-handed layup is going to be up and no good, but she is going to be fouled on the shot. And that will go against Reagan Lopez. That will be her 4th, I believe. That is 4 on her, so we'll see if she takes a seat. Melina Richards will go to the line to shoot 2. She is 4 of 4 tonight from the charity stripe. Don't look like they're bringing anybody in right now. Free throw is up and good for Richards. I think they're going to leave her in. Richards with 7 points. That was off the back rim and no good. Going to be rebounded off of, well, they said it's off of Fort Morgan. I think maybe it was off the foot of the Reds player, but possession to the Reds, 39-17, 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Now a tie-up, nice job there by Marquez and Coffin, but the possession will stay with the Reds. They will inbounds far side mid-front court. They get it into Guyona. She's going to drive it down now into the corner to Wareham. That is Reagan Lopez, knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. The Reds will retain possession. Reagan Lopez into Steinkamp. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded though. And a foul is going to be called on Ava Taylor. And that rebound went to Madison Brown. That'll be number 2 on Taylor. Madison's Brown free throw is up and no good. Third quarter is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. Next one is off the back of the rim, bounces around, and finally comes into Yerlina Ramirez as she has come into the game for the Mustangs. Charlotte going to drive it all the way down, and her pass is going to be intercepted underneath. Guyona, she just loses it out of bounds. There was no shit yet. It's Fort Morgan ball. I don't know. She went up for the layup. It looked like she was going to do like a little underhanded layup, and it just slipped out of her hands. Full court pressure here by the Reds. 5:42 to go, 39-17. Mustangs need to get it up into the front court to get it up there with Richards. Ball tipped away, and to Richards, though. Marquez with a 3, and that is going to be no good. Going to be rebounded by Coffin. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but she is going to be fouled on the shot. And that foul is going to go on Madison Brown. That'll be her first. So Brooklyn Coffin will go to the line to shoot 2. This game is slowed down terribly here with the fouls, all the fouls being called. First free throw was up and good for Coffin. Coffin on the year is shooting at 50%. She was 9 of 18 before that one. And next one is rims out. Going to be rebounded, tipped off of Richards and out of bounds. And possession to the Reds. 39-18, 21-point lead here by the Reds. Drive on the far side. That shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Steinkamp. Still on the lane, still on the lane. Ball is going to be almost taken away by the Mustangs, but could not quite come up with it. Steinkamp out high. They're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to call Steinkamp, I believe, with a hook. And that will be her second. Looks like they should be, well, they should be shooting. It shows there's 5 fouls up there. I don't know why they're not shooting. And the coaches aren't bringing it up to them. Looks like they should be shooting fouls, but they are not. Mustangs inbounds to Taylor. Going to give it back to Marquez. Marquez going to give it to Taylor. Taylor for a 3 from the left. That is going to be off the back rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Steinkamp. Underneath to Guyona, up and good on the baseball pass to Soraya Guyona. 10 points on the night for the senior. That ball is going to be taken away on the ill-advised pass. Shot is going to be up and good by Reagan Lopez. That is her first bucket of the night. Richards up into the front court. Her layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Reds. They're going to get it down to Steinkamp. Layup is going to be up and good by Steinkamp. Kind of a wild underhanded shot as she was going down. Nothing called. Melina Richards, her shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Madison Brown. Tie-up is going to be called, and that will be to the Reds. Kaylee Blake will come in along with Lexi Meyer. Yelena Ramirez will come out along with Brooklyn Coffin. So Blake will inbound right baseline of the basket for the Mustangs. Finally do get it into Meyer. Meyer's three brings rain, and we're going to call Steinkamp for the foul on the shot. So Steinkamp with the her third. Lexi Meyer will go to the line to shoot three. Lexi Meyer is shooting 66% from the free throw line. We'll see what she can do. She was 2 of 2 earlier, and that is barely grazes the front of the rim. Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Second win is up and good. 5 points on the night for Meyer. Free throw number 3 up and also good for Lexi. 6 points for Lexi tonight. 25-point lead, 45-20. Steinkamp keeps the dribble alive. Now she's going to hand it off to Brown. Over on the far side to Guyona. 3 is going to be up and good by Soraya Guyona. Her second 3 of the night. Lexi Meyer's going to drive it all the way down. No foul call on the bump. And it's going to be rebounded by Guyona. Steinkamp spin move, and layup is going to be up and no good. But the ball is going to come down to Reuter. Steinkamp for a 3, and that misses. Guyona runs it down. She's going to drive it all the way down. That layup is going to be up and go no good. Kaylee Blake finally with the rebound. Gets it off to Taylor. Mustangs need to get it up into the front court. They do. Lexi Meyer. Meyer's going to push her way by underneath, and that ball is going to be taken away. Meyer goes down. And that pass is going to be out of the reach of Delaney Reuter. Turnover number 7 by the Eaton Reds. 2:51 to go here, third quarter, 48-20. And the Reds, for some reason, think they still need to put on a full court press, but that layup is going to be up and no good after the 16th turnover. The Mustangs with possession into Marquez on the right side, and that ball is going to be out of bounds and to the Reds. Where the rest of the Eaton Red girls are going. Brooklyn Gonzalez into the game for the Mustangs, along with Brooklyn Coffin, Kiera Jimenez. Melina Richards will take a seat. David Taylor will take a seat. Charlotte Marquez will take a seat. Mustangs down 28, 48-20. Guyona on the near side. Steinkamp for a deep 3, and that is going to be off the side of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lexi Meyer. Still full court pressure. A lot of pressure, a lot of bumping going on, and nothing called. Now a tie-up will be called. It will be Reds possession. They had a question at the bench whether it was a jump or not. It was a tie-up, possession to the Reds, 48-20. Steinkamp with the dribble. Going to give it off to Guyona. She's going to drive it down that right baseline. Keeps that dribble alive. Now pulls it up to Steinkamp, and it's going to be kept by Steinkamp. Meyer fighting for it, but Steinkamp with the dribble. She's going to hand it off out front. Little spin move in the lane. Layup is going to be up and goes in. And that will be Madison Brown for the bucket. Mustangs down 30, 50-20, and poked out of bounds by the Reds. Into the game will be Hayden Anand along with Harley Forster. Guyona will take a seat along with Reagan Lopez. Mustangs inbounds and poked away, but Kiera Jimenez runs it down. Now over to Brooklyn Coffin on the far side. Underneath, that shot is going to be blocked and taken away by Courtney Steinkamp behind the back pass. Almost saved. It was almost a good pass. Just let her opponent there just a little bit. So that will be turnover number 8 for the Eaton Reds with 1:12 to go as they lead it by 30, 50-20. 18 points in this third quarter for the Eaton Reds. Kaylee Blake for a 3 from the right side. That is off the back rim and no good. Going to be rebounded. That is going to be rebounded to Madison Brown, unofficially her 3rd. Steinkamp going to drive it down that right side. Now she's going to kick it off out front to Brown. Steinkamp out at the 3-point line on the near side, and that 3 is going to be up and good, and that is going to be Gleamy Reuter for a triple. 53-20. I don't understand why these teams do that. Trying to embarrass them, I guess, on the steal, and Steinkamp with the bucket. 18 turnovers as the Mustangs get the ball in here to finish out the third quarter. Brooklyn Coffin all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and good. Brooklyn Coffin with her 3rd point of the night. 5 seconds left here. Steinkamp will launch. Apparently she doesn't see it. And that will be up and good at the bucket on a 3 by Madison Brown. So the Mustangs trail it 58-22 as we go to quarter number 4 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Quarter number 4 here to get underway as the Mustangs will take possession. Trailing 58-22, Marquez to Yelena Ramirez, gets the bounce pass back from Ramirez. And off of Marquez and out of bounds. Turnover number 19 for the Lady Mustangs. So it should be a running clock now, 35-point lead, 36-point lead, and it will continue to run. The ball is knocked out of bounds off of the Mustangs. Ball is into Steinkamp. Shot is going to be up and good at the bucket. Now they're going to finally call it off. Steinkamp with pressure, and the coach finally called it off. Brooklyn Coffin, and it looked like she was pushed. Not much being called underneath. And that ball is going to be rebounded by the Reds. Pass is going to be down. Shot is going to be up and no good. Ball is going to be finally taken, and it's going to be a tie-up, and that will be to the Reds. Hayden Annan to inbounds to get it into Steinkamp. Shot is going to be up and good for Steinkamp. And she will go to the line to shoot 1. Most of the bench for the Eaton Reds has left. I don't know. The only ones left on the bench is Guyona and Reagan Lopez. Everybody else is taken off. Free throw is going to be up and good by Steinkamp. (63-22). Pass underneath to Marquez. Going to get it back out to Swetzik as she dribbles it around the 3-point line. Back out to Marquez. Marquez picks it up underneath to Yelena Ramirez. The little turnaround hook shot is going to be up and good by Yelena Ramirez. Her 4th point of the night. Steinkamp over into the corner Can't see who that is. Now on the near side, and that shot is going to be up and rolls around and no good. Going to be off of Ramirez, but they're going to say it was off of Steinkamp and out of bounds. Turnover number 9 for the Eaton Reds. 19 for the Mustangs, 63-24. And that pass is going to be tipped away. Steinkamp with a left-handed layup is going to be up and good. Now the team has come back. I'm not sure just where they had gone to. On the far side to Coffin, Taylor with it. Now to Lauren Swetzik. Keeps her foot on the ground, and she looked like she had faked the shot. Lauren Swetzik with a shot, and that rolls off to Marquez. Marquez's three is going to be up and good. Shot is going to be good at the bucket for the Reds, and that is going to be Hayden Annan. 67-27. Shot on the, or not a shot, but is pass to Coffin. Coffin's little jumper is going to be up, rolls around and off, and going to be rebounded by Madison Brown, unofficially her fourth. Oh, nice block there by Taylor. She knocks that ball out of bounds off of Hayden Annan's shot. Couple of substitutions here for the Eaton Reds, but Steinkamp is not one of them. Little putback is going to be up and no good. Rebounded near side to Lopez. Then a travel call is going to be called on Lopez, so turnover number 10. Here in quarter number 4, 67-27, the Eaton Reds. Just under 4 minutes to go. Marquez, little jumper from the right side, is going to be up and good. Nice save there, and then that's going to be off of Eaton and out of bounds. The Mustangs will take possession. They get it into Marquez. Just under 3.5 to go, quarter number 4, 67-29. Marquez picks up her dribble, gives it to Ramirez. Tries to give it to Marquez, goes by her into the hands of Lauren Swetzik. Now in the corner to Brooklyn Gonzalez, who has come in. Taylor kicks it, but retains possession, back off to Swetzik as she goes around that right side. Little one-handed shot is going to be no good, but she was fouled on the shot, was Lauren Swetzik. And that is going to go on Harley Forster. That will be her second. So Lauren Swetzik will go to the line to shoot 2. Swetzik is 61%, 11 of 18. First one is up and good for Swetzik. Her first point of the night. Foul shot number 2, up and also good. Ball down to Guyona, little spin move into the lane. And ball is going to be taken away by Brooklyn Gonzalez. Nice job there by the freshman Gonzalez. Brooklyn into the three-point line, picks up her dribble in the left corner, now off to Marquez. Ball is going to be tipped away and taken away by the Reds. 21 turnovers by the Lady Mustangs. 67-31. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Rudy's Tires. With several locations across the area, there's always a Rudy's Tires location close by, and they can even come to you on the farm. Rudy's Tires brings you Eastern Plains Sports Today every weekday on 1010 KSIR. Reds inbounds after the ball was knocked out of bounds. That ball is going to be missed and taken by Taylor. I don't know what the Reds are doing. Why don't they just get back? I don't understand what they're doing. But what is the purpose of the pressure? I do not there. I don't know if they were doing that on their own or what the deal was, but it drives me nuts. That was 3 fouls And that shot is going to be up and no good. Lauren Swetsik with the rebound, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. She was just 2 of 2. That foul is going to go back on Adden. That will be her 4th. Swetsik's shot is going to be up and good. 3 in a row for Lauren Swetsik. The Eaton Reds boys have made their way out onto the side court. Second free throw also up and good. 4 straight free throws for junior Lauren Swetsik. Guyona layup is going to be blocked by Yelena Ramirez. Nice job by Ramirez. Ball is tipped away. Brooklyn Gonzalez, right side, going to get off to Taylor. Up top to Swetsik. Swetsik's 3 is going to be up and off the side of the rim. No good. Going to be rebounded by Forrester. Guyana's up and under is going to be no good, but the putback is going to be good by Hayden Annan. So I think to Richards in the corner, back up top to Gonzalez over on the far side to Taylor. 33 seconds left here. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, retained by the Mustangs. 69-33. When we go to halftime, we will have a special by Ben Black and then be back with the numbers after that special. As we're down to 17 seconds, that shot is going to be up and no good. Courtney Steinkamp with her 8th rebound. Guyana looks like they're going to pull it back out, so it looks like that's how this contest will come to an end as the Mustangs fall by a count of 69-33. We will have the special by Ben Blecka and be back with the numbers here as the Mustangs fall 69-33 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. Lady Mustangs come up on the short end tonight against the Eaton Reds by a count of 69-33. Leading scorer tonight for the Reds and for the game is going to be Courtney Steinkamp with 36. 13 for Soraya Guyona, 4 apiece. Well, let's go with the 8 here for Madison Brown, 4 apiece for Hayden Annan and Delaney Reuter, and 2 apiece for Harley Forster and Reagan Lopez. Courtney Steinkamp also unofficially with 8 rebounds. Leading away for the Fort Morgan Mustangs tonight is going to be 2 players with 7 points apiece, Kiera Jimenez and Charlotte Marquez. 6 points for Lexi Meyer. 4 apiece for Yelena Ramirez and Lauren Swetsik. 3 for Brooklyn Coffin and 2 for Ava Taylor. The Mustangs were 14 of 18 from the free throw line for 78%. The Reds were 13 of 19 for 68%. And that second half seemed like it drug on. A lot of fouls were called in that second half. Just kind of slowed the game down somewhat. But as far as rebounds unofficially, the Reds out-rebounded the Fort Morgan 25-23. The Reds with 11 turnovers, the Mustangs with 21. Our player of the game, Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. Player of the game tonight is going to be Kiera Jimenez. She had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. So our Premier Farm Credit player of the game is going to be junior Kiera Jimenez. We will take one more break and be back with the start of the boys game here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's go 3 minutes. I think we'll be good. There's 3:14 left on the clock, so we'll see if they get started before that or not.